Mr. Garge as party
I've just run a filter.
Yeah.
These are the SC reserved seats. Now, for the first time in the last 10 years, the India Alliance is leading in the SC reserved seats. The NDA has about 5 seats less than that of the India Alliance.
They are actually minus 18.
Yeah,
Zaka, from
they're
last
down
time.
18.
They are down 18
from last
in
time.
the
That's
SC
what I'm gonna
reserved
tell you.
seats compared to the last
The story
time.
that is coming out is quite clear that there was a great deal of distress, and the poorest of the poor, the most marginalized, were feeling that, and somewhere the issues have not been addressed, and you see this. And where you see this most is in our 2 poorest states, unfortunately. That's where the results have come through.
We have Sanju Verma, Meeta Chakrabarti also with us, along with Ghanshyam Tiwari and Radhika Khera, who should be joining us in a bit. Yes, Sanju Verma.
You know, first and foremost, I want to tell the Samajwadi Party and Ghanshyam, you know, he says, how dare the Prime Minister even think of coming in for a 3rd term because he's been rejected by the electorate. I think that is absolutely unfair, and I'm not going to hold back my punches. 54 out of the 59 big and small elections in the last 10 years, that is a strike rate of almost 92%, have been won by the BJP unconditionally, unequivocally, under the aegis of Narendra Modi. Yes, did we do as well as we expected? Certainly not. But is this a vote for Rahul Gandhi? Certainly not. I can tell you that the Congress says it is the fulcrum of this alliance, and an alliance is only as good as how strong or weak the fulcrum is. And as things stand now, with more than 150 seats, the victory margin being less than 20,000, and with still at least 11 to 12 more rounds to go, people from within the cabal on the other side, if they are jumping up and down and writing off the BJP and the NDA,
Even
then I
as
think they're building
you
castles in
speak,
the
we've got
air.
an update from Rae Bareli. Rahul Gandhi has a huge lead in Rae Bareli. Dinesh Pratap Singh has put out a social media post saying, I apologize for hurting anyone, and he's literally conceded the seat to Rahul Gandhi. So that's a big win for Rahul Gandhi from Rae Bareli.
But
that's what you're flashing.
if I may just ask you, isn't this a message from the Indian voter? Again, I disagree with Ghanshyam. I think Mr. Modi will come back for a 3rd term. What that government entails, what accommodation he may have to make, that's a different debate altogether. But isn't it, you know, sometimes it's okay to be a little humble in politics and say, okay, we're listening to the people. The people have spoken. And the people have spoken quite emphatically. From 303, the BJP is now down to 238. There are concerns in UP, in Bihar, in Rajasthan. The BJP's numbers have come down quite significantly. What you attribute that to is, again, you'll have to do an analysis, whether it is jobs or Samvidhan Badal Denge, whatever it is. But ultimately, the people of India, particularly in the Hindi heartland, Rahul Shivshankar has been making this point since morning. It's the Hindi heartland which brought you to power, and it's the Hindi heartland which is sending you a message that, look, there are concerns and you need to listen to our concerns.
Zaka, that's a very valid point. That is why even in my introductory comment, I did say that, you know, the results in terms of what we were expecting by way of seat tally has certainly not happened. Am I disappointed? Of course. I mean, if we are talking about the BJP standalone being well past the 300 mark, and here the NDA itself is contained in and around that 300 number, there are reasons to introspect, and to say otherwise would reek of overconfidence. My limited point, Zaka, without being offensive, is only this. Is this a vote for Rahul Gandhi, which is what the Congress would have you believe? No. Is this a vote yet again for Narendra Modi, but with a lower mandate? Certainly yes. Is the BJP and NDA going to come back to power? Yes. And if you're going to take the knives out and say UP has taught a lesson to the BJP, please also then give us credit for the fact that in 2 big states, after 25 odd years, Naveen Patnaik would have been forced to hang his boots. Whether it was Pandian who worked in BJP's favor or not, I'm not going to comment. But give us credit for the fact that we are going to be coming back with a thumping majority in Odisha. Give us credit for the fact that the BJP-led alliance will be forming a government in Andhra Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh, I agree, we need to introspect what changed between 2022 when we had a 41.29% vote share and 255 seats, and now. In less than 2 years, what has been the catalyst that has led to a performance which certainly leaves a lot to be desired?
I can just tell you